journey. So when I started at the time, I was not able to speak with fluency. So I started to listening broadcast. Okay. So through listening, like once I started to listen, at least it's been like when it's been 2 to 3 months, then I realized that now I can form sentence, I can hold conversation. Then I uploaded one application and named Hello Talk, and I started uh, to have conversation with real time partner. Then I realized, like, when you think like I can hold conversation, that is completely thinking it your own mind. But when you start to have conversation with real partner, it is completely different to just to think to have conversation.
So, hello, uh,
Hello,
good evening. How are you?
I am absolutely fine, ma'am. How about you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you so much for asking. So, hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. And today's episode is special in terms of we have a guest who is also learning English, and she will be here for us to share her journey, how she learned English, and how she is just working on her sharpen her skills nowadays. So let me introduce first of all, so that who are just watching me for the very first time, they can know about me. So my name is Rashmi Singh, and I come from a beautiful state of Uttar Pradesh. And by profession, I am a teacher and I hold a master's degree. I'm also a proud mother of two kids, and along with that, I run this YouTube channel, and the only motto of my channel is to support and guide people who are struggling with learning and speaking English. And I'm also in this journey, I'm also striving to become an advanced speaker of this language. And so this process I have discovered learning is most beautiful when it is shared. So my hobbies are like listening music, reading books, connecting with people from different backgrounds and cultures. And I really love to know their point of view about different things related to life as well as related to this English language. And through this journey, I really feel blessed and every single day, because this platform has given me this opportunity to meet these so beautiful people and talk to them and knowing their dreams and struggles, whatever is going on in their life. So that's all about me. And we have a very special guest, and let me introduce her. Let her introduce herself. So please, Anjali, if it would be great if you just share something about yourself with our viewers.
Yeah, yeah, obviously, sure, ma'am. So first of all, glad to hear about you, and I'm you gave me this opportunity. I'm really grateful for that. And so, as we are meeting the very first time, so I should introduce myself. So I'm Anjali from New Delhi, and if I talk about my profession, so I'm also working in a school as a teacher. Along with that, I'm preparing for a government teaching exam, and recently I started to upload video on my channel as well. And yes, so and if I talk about my hobbies, so I'm completely into reading and writing, and these two hobbies that I've been doing since my childhood. And apart from it, if I talk about, like, I keep changing my hobbies time to time, but these two hobbies that I've been doing since my childhood. Yeah, that's all about me, I think.
That's great and very interesting to knowing about you. And okay, so just let tell me one thing. You have just mentioned you have started your YouTube channel very recently. So what inspired you to just start your YouTube channel?
Actually, as you are aware that I'm working toward my communication skills. So earlier, what I was doing, I was creating video and have been uploading it my like WhatsApp. So then I thought, if I'm creating video, so why don't I upload it an appropriate platform?
Yeah,
So that's motivate me to, like, my channel is quite old, but I earlier created that YouTube channel, but recently I started to upload videos and my content which is related to English, right? So currently I'm uploading solo video like topic based and anything which is important, idiom phrases, and these all things I've been uploaded right now.
Okay.
And I'm also planning to upload conversational content as well, but I didn't upload so far.
Okay. So that's great.
Hmm.
Okay, that's very nice. So, you are an English teacher in the school?
Yeah, it's been only 1 year. I'm quite new, not too much experience, but I've been
Okay,
teaching. I'm teaching currently English in a school. Yeah.
English. Okay. So, till which class you are teaching, like basic or intermediate level?
Yeah,
Which level?
currently I'm teaching. I'm taking. You can say second to third class. Yeah,
Okay,
because
like
as I told
primary.
you. Yeah,
Basics. So that's
primary.
great and that's wonderful. And I would say that's quite difficult job to handle these little naughty kids because yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I am also a teacher and I have to deal with the elder children's like elder kids who are enough mature and you don't have to just uh, look after these things, what are they are making, why they are making chaos and everything. But I really appreciate to those teachers who are really in this job with these little kids because quite tiring when because it's very difficult for me to even handle my two kids who are very young at this age. So I would appreciate whatever you are doing. Okay,
Okay.
so
Managing
tell
small
me
kids is
something.
really daunting.
Okay, tell me something about your education. What was the medium of your education?
Yeah, the medium of my education was Hindi medium, right?
Okay,
And if I talk about my qualification, I have completed my BCom, then I done my uh, B.Ed, and I'm also qualified my Central Teacher Eligibility Test, which is required if you want to go in teaching career.
yeah,
So
right.
that's all. I'm also looking forward to do MCom, but I didn't start so far.
So, why did you decide to start this learning English and just you are teaching English in the class? What are those things which inspire you to learn this language?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to learn this language when I was very small. But why I started to learn this language when I joined school, as I told you, like 1 year ago, I joined school. So when I joined school, then I realized that I need to work toward my English skills because
Mm,
I realized something when I joined school. I was struggling to speak like sentence to my students, and then I
mm.
started to learn this language.
Yeah, right. Because sometimes when uh, any challenging things we just accept and then only we feel now it's time to improve, it's time to work on it. And sometimes you just have to go in that situation to make yourself come out of that comfort zone. And sometimes there are some things which push you to learn something, and it was great when you joined the school. That situation make you realize now this is the time to come out of your comfort zone and going to learn a new skill, I would say. So excellent point. Many learners feel shy in the beginning, but decision to start the most powerful step, I would say. So, what
Yeah.
are those methods on which you are working and which is helping you in this fluency, getting that fluency and knowledge of the language?
Yeah, obviously. So still I'm learning, but I want to share like how I started my journey. So when I started at the time, I was not able to speak with fluency. So I started to listening broadcast. Okay. So through listening, like once I started to listen, at least it's been like when it's been 2 to 3 months, then I realized that now I can form sentence, I can hold conversation. Then I uploaded one application and named Hello Talk, and I started uh, to have conversation with real time partner. Then I realized like when you think like I can hold conversation, that is completely thinking it your own mind. But when you start to have conversation with real partner, it is completely different to just to think to have conversation. So initial stage I really struggled to give them answer, but yeah, gradually and slowly I'm now I think now comfortable, right? So initial stage it is always difficult to have conversation with any real partner. But if you we have to break our comfort zone if you want to get this fluency, right? And still I'm working, and I think it's a long journey. We are not going to learn within just a month or a
uh,
year. We have
right,
to put
right.
our.
It's
Mhm.
always a
Yeah.
long journey to learn this language, and still everybody when whom I'm talking, they all are saying it's a lifelong journey, and we are still learning, and it will go through the ages. So I would like to ask you, are you out of your house, or you're outside of your house, because there's so much noise coming on the background?
Actually, the thing is that my house is in front of main road, so
Oh,
that's why you may hear a few noise.
yeah, yeah, so much
And I
noise.
tried a lot to like prevent this noise, but I think I'm unable to do that.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's few gadgets comes which can help you in just like removing the background noise, like a microphone, and you just have to attach in your phone, and you have to use the mic. There's something you can search on Amazon, so maybe it will
Okay,
cut some of the noises. So
okay,
okay,
okay.
okay.
I
Now
will do that.
come to the question. So
Mhm.
let's talk about your hobbies in detail, as you have mentioned. But can you explain? Like you mentioned, reading books is your hobby.
Yeah, reading books and writing. I've mentioned that when I was very small, at the time I used to write diary, right? But like whatever was happening in my whatever I was doing throughout my day, I used to write it down in my journal, and that was the habit since my childhood, and
Mm,
now it is converting like I try to write it down some creative thoughts as well, and
mm,
it's been 2 years when I started to reading books as well, and reading books also helped me a lot to learn this language, to how to form sentence, enhance our vocabulary, right? So although I'm not able to use my vocabulary in my conversation, I forgot.
it happens.
I always speak in basic, right? But I think reading books is really beneficial if you want to learn any languages.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Because you get so much content there, and there are so much content, as well as you increase your grasp on that content. And because when it comes to speaking, it's not about the language only, it's about the knowledge as well. So there are great sentence structures, there are great vocabs, which when you go through that book or anything, reading article or newspaper, you just catch up with those words, which are these words and how can I use in my sentences. So a person who is
Yeah.
reading along with the listening, it will really help um, enhance these skills. Okay. So how many books have you read? Or the best question would be like, which book are you reading nowadays?
My first book when I started to learn that was like Atomic Habits. I read very firstly, and I found that book really beneficial. And I found multiple habits just to read that particular books. So Atomic
Would you
Habits.
please mention few of the points, few of the habits from that book,
Yeah,
which may be
obviously, like
beneficial
in
for our
that book.
listener as well?
Yeah, obviously. In that book, like I knew that how we can change our life completely just to form one small habit, right? For suppose if you want to remove any bad habits, so just make it invisible for you, right? So if you have habit of watching television, so hide your
Mm,
remote so that if you want to watch television, you have to find that thing. So in that way you will start to avoid this thing. Oh my god, I have to find firstly, then I'll able to watch television. So in the
mm,
same way, if you want to form any habits, then you can make it visible. For
mm,
example, if you want to form reading habits, then you
mm,
can keep your book in front of your bed, so that whenever you
mm.
get some free time, you can easily
Read it.
grab it and start reading. So all these things, and currently I'm not remembering that whatever has, but similar to that, in that particular book, it has mentioned multiple habits, and it is really amazing.
Yeah, I remember one of the habits from that book. I have also read that book, and it was like, if you want to develop or grow any develop in yourself, like within a limited time, then you have to follow that particular new habit for the 21 days. And when you completed that, like 21 days, or roughly you can say 30 days, within 1 month, if you are just deliberately and you are coming out of your comfort zone and you are doing the same thing for 21 days, then ultimately your body will accustomed, your brain will be accustomed to doing that, and
Mhm.
it will be easy for it can become easily your habit, and you become habitual for that. So that way you can develop good habit, because you have to follow
Yeah.
few things for the certain time, not like
Mhm.
you're just doing something for 3 days or 4 days and you're just thinking now it will become a habit. No, you have to follow the same thing for a particular duration. Then only it will help you to making any habit. And once it is your habit, now it's a part of your life. And so that's why, as you have also mentioned, good habits and bad habits, that way people develop bad habits like smoking and many other things, like pornography. There's so many things. So if you
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
leave any habit, you make it invisible. Just don't go for these things. Maybe it is quite difficult, but if you're doing it for 21 days or 30 days, and you should be have that what to say, a very good word, like uh, mm, ambition. You have that ambition. No, I have to do this. So only in that case you can just get rid of any bad habit and you can develop a good habit. That's what is the my take from that book, take away from that book. So okay,
Exactly.
as you have mentioned, like although I know many vocabularies, but I really it's find difficult to use those vocabulary words in my sentences. So how to build the vocabulary, and can you mention what are those methods by which we can use those vocabulary in our sentences so that it can look more advanced and not like layman language?
Yeah, what I have been doing to build my vocabulary. Let's suppose you have heard any vocabulary, you have gone through any vocabulary. So what I need to do, we just need to we just try to form few sentences, right? Just to take that particular vocabulary, and we have to repeat it, like we have to review it time to time. In that
Mm,
way, like when you will do that thing 3 to 4 times, then it will become habitual. So whenever you will uh, you have conversation with anyone at a time, those vocabulary come to you automatically, right? So in that way we
mm.
can form habit. We have to try to
Mm,
make sentence.
again, the habit word is coming here. So we have to make it habitual. We have to just make that word like apple for us. Use it every day and try to make different kind of sentences. Use it in different contexts so that that word will remain with you forever. And whenever you are just you are in the need of those words, you can easily recall that word and you can use in your sentences. Right, right. That's the same thing I just wanted to share and I wanted to ask you. Okay, that's great. So, for our listeners, I just wanted to ask you on those three methods which you have find in the process of learning English. What are those three methods which a beginner can apply them on themselves to be have a better English speaking skill?
Yeah, for beginner, I can suggest one thing, that if you are like very new beginner, then you can start from listening, right? From listening practice, and through listening, when you think like now I'm able to form sentence, I can understand when somebody is speaking, then we can take two to three words and try to make sentence, and or apart from it, we can explore like whatever is happening in your surrounding. We can uh, try to speak it out in English language, right? Like for
Hmm.
example, you are cooking. At a time, you just try to do not need to translate it. Think, try to think in English. Whatever you are doing, whatever is happening surrounding you, try to
Hmm.
start thinking English.
Hmm.
Initial stage, we may find ourselves in difficult situation, that I'm not able to find out the appropriate word to form sentence.
Hmm.
Then we have AI nowadays, right? So we can take help from AI. Chat gpt,
Hmm.
you can just go to chat gpt and ask like how to speak this particular sentence in English. So in that way, like when you will put effort to make this sentence, then you will never forget, and over time
Hmm.
you will make yourself habitual to. Yeah.
Yeah, I would also love to add few things here along with your suggestions. Like as you have mentioned, think in English. That's quite important. As we are knowing, first of all, for the beginners, they should start with knowing the names of everything, knowing the name of
Mm-hmm.
use the naming words like this is almirah, bed, pillow, mobile phone, light, lamp. These are simple, looks like simple thing, but sometimes we'll even struggle at the beginner level. We even struggle with those words, what to say it in English. So first of all, you just name all the label all the things in the English, and then you just you will start forming small sentences like this is apple, he's there, that is, and you just start thinking it in English. So that because the long sentences, how they form, they are also formed by the small sentences. Like two small sentences, we link them with the but, what, though, anything like and. So these
Yeah.
small sentences, if you are first initially you are working on your small sentences and you started thinking in English, then it will be better for a beginner to make a confidence, to have to boost their confidence in speaking in English. As well as for them, if they don't have much time, they can just do one thing: practice daily at least for 10 to 15 minutes, or if they have time, like 30 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes for me is like okay, fine situation. Like if you have time, you're not going to master English in 30 days or 45 days. You have time like 1 year, 1.5 year. As we have mentioned, this is a lifelong journey, but at least you can come with a survival English. You can start with a survival English. And in that situation, one even small sentences, small conversations help a lot. As you have mentioned, AI things are here, AI partners are here. ChatGPT is one of the thing everybody's nowadays using it. So we can take the help of ChatGPT. They can work as our AI partner as well. So mirror talk, self talk, phrases, learn phrases, not just word. Like if you're learning the word happy, don't word. It's a very simple word, but we use the happy. You just go for the synonyms of happy. Whatever words are used for the happy or sad or beautiful. These are the few things which, if you are starting yourself at the beginner's level, that means I just wanted to share one thing. Just surround yourself with English. If you're just wanting to learn this language within like 6 months or 1 year, you just surround yourself with English. Watch English movies, watch English podcasts on YouTube, watch our conversation sessions, everything you can do. And these will help, these things will really definitely help you in improving your English. And you can, you will be able to make sentences very soon, I would say. So,
Yeah, obviously.
things, yeah.
So
So,
we
Anjali, yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah,
have
please
to
you
immerse.
share what you're saying.
Yeah, I said
You
like
share.
as you mentioned that we should definitely immerse ourselves into this language. Like if
Mm,
you watch movies, so try to watch it in English language. With
mm,
like initial stage, if you are not able to understand, then you can take help from. You can mention like you can see subtitle. So through
mm.
subtitle, initial
Right.
stage you can take help, and
Even
over
Anjali,
time you can.
I'm frankly speaking to you. I don't have any shame in it. Even today, when we watch some foreign movies, like their accent is very different for from the Indian accent. Most of the time, I understand an American accent, but British accent is easy for us. But sometimes I also love to read those subtitles because it's very difficult to catch up with their accent sometimes. So there is no shame to reading the subtitles. And at the beginner's level, what we are only looking for the improvement. So it would be better if you are watching those subtitles and you just try to watch the same video of 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes again and again. Repeatedly, you watch the same thing. And then you can connect yourself, like you are understanding something, you are taking something from that video. Instead of consuming 100 videos, you just consume one video for many times, 100 times,
Yeah.
one can say. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Exactly.
Anjali, I have just started this rapid fire question sessions nowadays so that our video can be a little more interesting to people. So, you have to just answer it quickly, okay? So, what is your favorite English word? Anything could be what is coming in your mind.
Yeah, I can say exaggerating.
Exaggerating. Wow. So, one English movie you like?
Um, I didn't watch any English movie so far,
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, I'm not able to remember the name of it. I always tend to watch broadcast and which is available
Maybe
on
it would be
YouTube.
Titanic. If I'm asking about movie, maybe it would be
Titanic,
Titanic.
I've heard about that movie, but I never watched.
Oh my God, please watch it. It's my one of the favorite movie, really.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
I will watch.
So one hobby you can explain in English?
One hobbies, um,
Just mention the
yeah,
name.
I want. Okay, so currently I'm like only one thing coming in my mind that I want to be proficient English speaker.
Wow,
That is
that's
my hobby,
great.
and
Okay,
that's
that would be your dream as well. I would say that would be your dream
yeah.
because my next question was that, like, what's your dream in life? So, how do you feel learning English now? This is the last question. How do you feel?
I'm feeling really enthusiastic and what to say, like very delighted whenever I speak to
Mm.
someone at a time. Like initial when I about to start conversation with you at the time, I was very nervous because it is my first time when I'm connecting with the like I can say through video call, right? It
Oh,
is not first time. I think before that I've connected one more person, but it is my second time. But right now I was really like at the time I was really nervous when I started to call to have conversation with you. But
mm,
I have one mindset that I have to break my comfort
yeah,
zone if you want to reach at that level, right? So I have to
right,
face
right.
my yeah
Fear,
what
yeah,
I'm
right. Mm.
fear, right?
No, no, no. That's great, Anjali, and thank you. Time is ticking up, and now we have to just close the session. So, thank you so much for joining me here and uh, sharing your journey as well. And may
Thank
I
you so much,
really,
ma'am.
I really
I'm thank you so much
appreciate
for
you.
inviting
Mm,
and
mm.
giving me this opportunity.
Okay. So, thank you so much. Maybe we will connect in future very soon. Okay.
So,
Bye. Take care. Bye. Take
bye bye. Thank you so much.